Handyman! You clickbait mother! I'm gonna come in there and get you!
Whoa! Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Just checking my feed. Probably not what you think, though. I'm checking my security footage. I've become somewhat of a connoisseur of security cameras. I live in a very active zone. We've got fentanyl zombies. We've got a lot of inner city animals. I call them the Teenage Mutant Ninja Raccoons. Just discovered some new animal activity on my new camera. I'm assuming most of you have a house, and if you're like me, you take home security seriously. My neighbors might think I take it a little too serious. Starting to wonder if they're gonna be like gathering up and having meetings about me and all my cameras that I have around the house. I've just increased my camera collection. This here is the Yui S3 Pro. It's quite a bit different than anything I currently have in my arsenal. I've been testing it out for about 2 weeks now. I'm actually impressed and surprised. So I'm going to share a little bit about it with you, and if it's something you like, I'll leave a link in the description of where you can pick one up. So again, this is the S3 Pro. This is a 4K camera from Eufy. That 4K gives you a lot higher quality than you might be used to in the past if you've already got some security cameras around your house. Crystal clear. Even at nighttime. I live in the city, so it doesn't get very dark, and I've got all sorts of spotlights. Again, my neighbors might be thinking I'm a little over precautious, but I've got a lot of lighting. So even at night, this thing here picks up crystal clear faces. That's something this has that I'll talk about in a minute, is like face recognition. Eufy calls it their Pro Vision. It does have a spotlight if you need it. Something unique about this spotlight is it's adaptive. So if you have somebody walking up to your house and they have a bright white t-shirt on, it doesn't wash them out and ruin the video footage. And this automatically knows how much light to shine on the perpetrator so that you can see their face. You can see the whites of their eyes. You notice there's a little nub that hangs down below here. This has both radar and passive infrared motion detection. So nothing slips by this camera. That's one of the new features that I'm not used to. I've got the Mutant Ninja Raccoons, and now I discovered that there's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Fox sneaking through the neighborhood at night. But it even picked up this rabbit. My son and I were going through the feed. I'm like, I don't know why this thing turned on. I don't see anything. He points out, a little rabbit hops through. That is something that I want to know. I want to know the animals, the ghetto animals that come up and down the alley. Another common feature on cameras is you can block out certain areas that you don't want the motion detection to detect. So if there's a flagpole in the view, you can block that out. If there's a specific bush that always triggers your camera when the wind blows, you can block out motion detection from that specific bush. You just got to screw this base to the side of your house, or a post, a pole. Very easy to set up. Just 2 screws. You pop this on, and then you screw this part on. It's powered by a battery and a solar panel. Some of you might be skeptical of the solar panel. I've been using another one of Eufy's cameras for maybe 8 months, and it surprised me. I initially charged it up, stuck it on the back of the workshop, and have not had to touch it. Even in the dead of winter, it was still getting enough solar power to keep the battery going. I don't think it's ever gotten below like 80%. This is one of the other Eufy cameras that I use around the house. This one here, you just stick it up any old place, just kind of like this one. Got the solar panel. Something unique with the S3 Pro is it comes, you don't have to buy it separately. Comes with an external solar panel. So you can mount this underneath an eave or on the north-facing side of your house. So the camera doesn't need to see light. Why? Because you can wrap this around the corner. So you got over maybe a 7-foot cable. The camera can be 3 feet down on the north-facing side, and you just tuck this up on the eaves and have this pointed to the southwest or the southeast. So that allows you to put this anywhere, even on the north-facing side of your house. So why do you need a home base? Well, this home base can be expanded up to 16 terabytes of storage. That's a lot of terabytes. You can pop this right out and add extra storage. Got a little magnetic lid on there. It has AI, so it'll pick up faces and remember faces. If your mailman comes up to your house, it'll take a snapshot of his face and tell you, hey, do you know this face? And you can say that's a good guy or a bad guy. So it can detect your UPS man, your FedEx man, your Amazon man, your wife, your kids, and know not to send a notification. When an unknown face shows up, beep, 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 you get an alert. I like to know everything that goes on around the perimeter of my house, so I have all notifications come. I want to know exactly when that UPS package comes and who brought it. You're going to download the Eufy app and everything goes through your cell phone. My kids love seeing what happened during the night, especially when the different animals come strolling down the alley. Installation was pretty simple. There's an Ethernet cable. You plug the base station into your router, you go through a really quick setup, and you're up and running. Same thing with the camera. You just hit the sync button, it goes beep, 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 makes some weird noises. Next thing you know, you're off and running. And you go set this up wherever you want. I did have some issues because I was gonna put this out here in the workshop on an extended Wi-Fi network. Didn't work out so well, so I have this in the house, and there is enough range to get all areas of the property. And I've got these set up maybe 60 to 70 feet from the base station in all sorts of directions. I know I talk about a lot of different products. This one here has the Handyman stamp of approval. I still encourage you to do your own research. I'll put a link down in the description. I have them on my own house, and I'm going to get some more. Probably going to get 2 more of these cameras so that everything's covered. There is another unique feature. Part of the AI on this is it will stitch video together. So if you had, one pointed this way, one pointed this way, one pointed this way, and the perp was going this way in front of all your cameras, it'll stitch it all together so that it's seamless. I think in the future, I want to get one of those cameras that follows people. That's like the little bubble that goes and will follow people. If you've got questions, or if you have experience with these cameras, the S3 Pros or any other previous versions, I'd be interested in hearing from you in the comments. This is kind of a hobby of mine. I like keeping an eye out there. I don't go as far as posting everything. A lot of people take it a next step further. Those people with the doorbell cameras and stuff, and they're posting it all over Facebook. So I won't do that. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.